If you're drinking coffee every single day and just assuming it's either fine or bad for you, without really knowing why, this video is going to change how you drink it forever. Coffee isn't simply good or bad, it's incredibly powerful, and the way most people drink it is quietly working against them without them ever realizing it. There are 5 specific things about coffee that change everything, from how it affects your hormones to the exact time of day that turns it from a tool into a problem. I'm walking you through all 5 in order, so stay till the end, because the 5th one is the mistake almost everyone watching this is currently making. Number 1, the timing of your first cup matters more than you think. Most people reach for coffee the second they wake up, but your body is already naturally producing cortisol at its highest levels in that first hour after waking. It's called the cortisol awakening response, and it's what gives you that initial burst of alertness without any caffeine at all. Drinking coffee directly on top of that natural peak can blunt your body's own wake-up system over time, which is part of why some people feel like they increasingly need coffee just to feel normal. Waiting roughly 60 to 90 minutes after waking before your first cup allows your natural cortisol rhythm to do its job first and lets the caffeine hit a system that's ready to actually use it, often resulting in steadier energy with less of an afternoon crash. It's a small shift, but it changes how the entire rest of your caffeine effect plays out. Timing is only the beginning, though. What you're mixing into that coffee might be doing more to your body than the coffee itself, and it's something almost nobody questions. Number 2, what you add to your coffee can quietly sabotage you. A plain black coffee and a flavored latte loaded with syrup are almost entirely different beverages once you look past the shared word coffee. Many popular coffee additions carry significant added sugar, and sugar combined with caffeine creates a sharper energy spike followed by a harder crash than caffeine alone, along with the same blood sugar roller coaster effect linked to fatigue and cravings later in the day. This doesn't mean your coffee has to be boring or bitter. Options like a splash of milk or a milk alternative, a small amount of cinnamon, or unsweetened creamer let you enjoy the ritual without dragging your blood sugar along for the ride. Reading the label on flavored syrups and creamers, even the ones that sound natural, is worth the 30 seconds it takes. What goes into your cup matters, but so does what your body is missing when you drink it. And this next one surprises almost everyone who hears it for the first time. 3. Coffee on an empty stomach affects you differently than you'd expect. Drinking coffee before eating anything can increase stomach acid production, and for some people, contributes to digestive discomfort or that jittery, anxious feeling that gets blamed entirely on caffeine sensitivity when food timing is actually playing a role. Coffee on an empty stomach can also intensify the caffeine spike, since there's nothing slowing its absorption, which is part of why some people feel a sharp jolt, followed by an equally sharp crash. Having even a small amount of food, ideally something with protein or fat, before or alongside your coffee can smooth this entire experience out considerably. This is especially relevant if you've ever described your coffee reaction as shaky or anxious, rather than simply alert. That distinction often comes down to exactly this. Getting the food timing right changes how caffeine moves through your system. But there's a ceiling most people blow past without realizing it, and that ceiling is where things start working against you instead of for you. 4. How much is actually too much? Most research points to around 400 milligrams of caffeine a day as a reasonable upper limit for most healthy adults, which works out to roughly 3 to 4 regular 8-ounce cups of coffee, though this varies quite a bit based on individual sensitivity, body size, and even genetics that affect how quickly you metabolize caffeine. The problem is that coffee shop sizes have quietly crept upward over the years, so what feels like 1 coffee might actually be closer to 2 or 3 regular cups worth of caffeine. Going noticeably over your personal limit is what tends to trigger the anxiety, sleep disruption, and dependency-like symptoms that get coffee its bad reputation in the first place, even though moderate amounts are linked to real benefits for most people. Paying attention to your actual ounces and caffeine content, rather than just cups, gives you a much clearer picture of where you actually stand. Knowing your ceiling matters. But there's one more factor that determines whether your coffee habit is helping you or quietly working against everything else you're trying to do. And it's the one almost nobody thinks about. Number 5. Your cutoff time matters more than your cup count. Caffeine has a half-life of roughly 5 to 6 hours in most adults, meaning a coffee at 3 p.m. can still have a meaningful amount of caffeine in your system well past dinner, quietly interfering with deep sleep even if you fall asleep just fine. This is the piece that connects everything else on this list, because poor sleep affects your hormones, your cravings, and your energy the next day, which often leads right back to reaching for more coffee just to get through it. A general rule of stopping caffeine by early to mid-afternoon gives your body enough time to clear most of it before bed. If you're someone who falls asleep fine but wakes up feeling unrested, or who's noticed you seem to need caffeine more than you used to, your cutoff time is one of the first places worth looking. This is why the 5th thing matters more than the rest combined. Because it's not really about the coffee itself. It's about protecting the one thing your body needs most to make everything else on this list actually work. So, be honest. Which of these 5 is exactly the mistake you're currently making? Coffee isn't the enemy, and you don't need to quit it to feel better. What actually matters is the timing, what you're adding, whether you're eating alongside it, how much you're actually consuming, and when you cut yourself off. Pick just one of these 5 to adjust this week, since small, specific changes are what actually stick. Your coffee habit can absolutely work for you instead of against you. It just needs a few intentional adjustments. If this changed how you'll drink your next cup, subscribe for more real research-backed content, and I'll see you in the next one.